Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dan. I appreciate you coming by and checking things out. If you're a first-time viewer here, I hope you like things, and if you do, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. You see in my background here, there's something different. Don't worry. The Pan America is still here. She's right there. She ain't going nowhere. But if you'll recall, in one of my last videos, I did say that if the dealer couldn't figure things out here, there might be a new bike in my stable. Well, sure enough, there is. And it's not because of that reason. The reason for it was simply because now that I've got the Pan America, I'm finding myself riding more and more in off-road situations and things, and the Pan America is fantastic for that. But I wanted something a little lighter, a little more maneuverable, something that I could throw on the front bumper of my truck while I'm carrying my camper and my boat behind me. So I had multiple reasons for doing it. So what I ended up getting, and honestly I've been looking for one of these for a while now, was the Honda CRF300L. I'm sorry, yeah, the CRF300L Rally. And the reason why I wanted this was simply because, like I said before, was to take with me while I'm carrying my camper and my boat behind me. And the Pan America, which is sitting right here, is just too big of a bike to put on the front bumper of my truck. And this is a 300-pound bike. I can get about 250 miles to the gallon, or I'm sorry, 250 miles to the tank with it. Gets about 72 miles to the gallon. It's only 300 pounds, and I'm having an absolute blast with it. I really am. The other reason was it's a Honda. Like I said, I was looking for a smaller bike that I could take with me easily enough, and Honda was my only choice. It really was. When I couldn't find the CRF, I started looking at the KLX, I believe it was, the little 300 there, and I just didn't like it. Nothing against Kawasaki. It's just not me. I've had Hondas ever since I was 6 years old, and all the way up to my Street Glide. I've always had a Honda in the garage. So that is the reason for that. So today, that was just kind of a brief intro to it. It's August here in Florida, and it's just blistering hot outside. So my outdoor activities have kind of come to a screeching halt here for a couple of months. But okay, so one thing that I did find in my riding this, I'm having an absolute ball riding this thing. It is so much fun. Yes, it's not even close to the power of the Pan America, but who cares? It's fun. Ooh, excuse me. I got a little burp there. So what I did find is that the seat on this thing is absolutely horrendous. You might as well be sitting on a 2x4. So I've got a concept seat ordered for it. It should be here tomorrow. Today I am going to be changing the handlebars and the hand grips and the hand guards on it, just for comfort level. I'm kind of addressing the comfort stages of this first. Then I'll move on into the handling characteristics, and then I'll move on into a little more performance. So first up is the handlebars. I ordered these from Rocky Mountain ATV. This is the Tusk Chub big bar kit. It comes with the universal clamps, and I also ordered the hand guards, the Tusk hand guards, and Pro Taper grips. So we'll be swapping those out here today. Tomorrow, my seat concepts will be here. I'll probably be changing that out tomorrow. And then next week, I've got a rear shock on order from Rally Raid. And when that gets here, I'll be swapping that out. Alright, so my first plan of attack here is to remove the hand controls. We'll get those out of the way, and then I will remove the handlebars themselves. Okay, so the hand controls are back on. I still got to get the grip on here. I got this grip removed. This one you basically have to cut, and apparently I got to trim down this edge here. But I got them kind of where I want them. It looks a lot better. So we'll get the grips put on. I got to cut out the end pieces, or the end holes here, so I can get the hand guards on. And that's the next step. So we'll get on to that. Okay, so the hand grips are back on. The handlebars are kind of where I want them. All I got to do now is just kind of secure my cables out of the way, but I'm going to get my hand guards put on first. So I'm going to move on to that step now, and then go out and see what it feels like. But I like them so far. Very much more comfortable than the stock grips are. Okay, so I've got the hand guards put on. My initial impression, they look good, but their fit, I'm not real impressed with their fit. Installation is pretty straightforward. You got the little bar end that goes that goes in here, and that basically clamps it in. So that clamps on there. But you'll notice, no matter what I did, this just doesn't line up. The other side is the exact same way. So it would probably fit better with the triple clamp mounting brackets, but it's solid this way. I'll run it this way and see how it works, but it's definitely better than the stock ones, because they did absolutely nothing. But yeah, I'm not real impressed with that right there. I wish they would have done, I mean, just a little bit more bend or something. I don't know, but we'll see. So this pretty much concludes the mounting of the handlebars. I did put some different foot pegs on earlier. I didn't film that because that's just basically pull the pin and stick them in. But pull it off the rack here and kind of move my handlebars around and see, make sure everything's fitting okay. But that's my first impression. Not real impressed with their fitment, but it's certainly better than stock. So you can see it's a pretty tight fit there. That's all the way clocked to one side and all the way clocked to the other. So it does fit. It's tight, but it fits okay. I can't really see them being mounted any other way. So hopefully that'll be okay the way it is. If not, I may have to kind of pull these out and maybe bend this a little bit more, bend it out so it sits flush. I don't know, we'll see. But I'll run it the way it is for now. If you have any better options for me, please let me know in the comments. Because I read through all the directions and it doesn't really say anything about that sitting flush or sitting off kilter like that or anything else, but that's the only way that I can see it fits on here. Okay, so that pretty much concludes the installation of the handlebars and the handguards. As you can see, I kind of briefly touched on it earlier, but I did install foot pegs on it prior. The handlebars, the grips, and the handguards were next, and the seat should be here tomorrow. So I'll do a brief video on that. When that gets in here, that's pretty much just pull the seat off and swap it over, because it's a full seat that I ordered from them. So that should be fairly simple, and that should conclude the comfort stage of the modifications. From here, I will move on to the handling aspects, which will be the suspension and tires. And then from there, I'll move on to the performance aspect of it, which will be the exhaust and the ECM, reflash, and probably opening up the airbox a little bit. So that's going to conclude this video. If you like this video, please go check out this other ones. Give us a subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.